What is up, Sweet Pete here. Just going to go through some different options that you need to have on your player to make the best game experience, to give you the advantage here. These are different options and different in the menus that give you an advantage in EASHL. We're going to start with the view and what view you should be using. So we got my avatar, Sweet Pete 7 here.
The world of Chell has been buzzing with so much great action. For all the competitors just joining us here, I want to see what you got.
Right away we go into settings.
Bring your A game.
First thing we're going to do is talk about the view. So audio, visual settings. All right, so we want everything to be zone. We want everything to be zone. That's the best camera in this video game. It gives you a kind of top view. It's not exactly, here's some options here: low, high, fixed, action, ice, classic. Classic's okay, overhead's okay, but broadcast and true broadcast aren't good. Dynamic low isn't good. Dynamic medium or high isn't even that good. Zone is the way to go. I don't see them having overhead. I guess zone is, oh, they do have overhead, yeah. So classic, overhead, but I think zone is the best one, guys. So put zone on for everything. Camera perspective, prefer score clock overlay, authentic, player indicator, you want that on. Player indicator size, you want that large, extra large. So off-screen player indicator, you want that on. The setting controls whether player indicators will appear when players are outside the field. So you just to know if the guy's up the ice or not. Puck size, I would like that large. Puck highlight large. So here's a few more. Online player indicators. This is so determines whether or not the colored player indicators are displayed above the player's head's gameplay. This is super important, and they need to have this on. This would be a video for my teammate Andrew Miller, and he needs to turn this on because he goes by the zone abilities. So then stamina icons, you want all this on. All right, checking out. There's a couple more settings as well. So I guess it's under control settings. All right, so shooting controls, you want camera well relative. Auto backskate off. Auto hustle, that can be on or off. I'm going to turn mine off. I've had mine on. I'm going to see if there's a difference with it off. But auto backskate you do want off. And that's so you can really, your player doesn't turn around automatically. But auto hustle, I'm turning that off to see if it'll help with my stamina. So this is the options you want, guys. I'll go into my loadouts and just show you a quick little 1v1. So you're going to see the view I'm going to have as well as the player indicator colors. It's important to know when you're playing 3v3 or 6v6 to have. See, I got the red over my guy. Typically that would be gray, and you want the other players, it'll be gray as well unless you turn that player indicator option on. Again here, so when we start for the penalty shot, we start about here. We're going to skate to about here, get our straightaway. Once we get to this dot here is when we make our turn, and once we make that turn, that's when me with the right joystick, I'm going to hold to my forehand. See how I hold as my forehand there? So once we make that, it's going to the forehand, and that's how it's supposed to be. He saved that one, but he's not going to save them all. You're going to wrap this corner, start with the forehand, and put it by him. So let's start it from the beginning, because he's saving those goals. I'm going to turn right around here, wrap, goes in every time, guys. You can go as slow as you want, nice and slow, every time. So I'm turning right, straightening out, going around that line. Oh, I got caught there. That was because I left it too early. So again, right away you're going right as a lefty, and you're going to go around that dot. And if you can hold that on your forehand, it's going to go in every time. You don't have to be that close to the goalie. So here, like the righties do it, they can just go like this from so far out. Yeah, so that's some little options that you should turn on, guys. Make sure you turn those on. Sweet Pete NHL.